What's up, everybody, and welcome to my NXT review. Didn't have a Raw review yesterday. Honestly, I was late on. Well, I watched half of Raw, then I watched the other half later. I was just tired yesterday, okay? So I didn't even want to come back with a review. Honestly, I just thought the show was okay at best. It was better than last week's show. I thought last week was horrible, especially that bullshit Money in the Bank thing. I know they're trying to justify it, but even still, I'll say this if I get to the NXT review, that even Theory's reasoning sounds just dumb anyways, or just retcon the whole thing, or sounds like they just got a lot of these comments on Twitter and just had him say stuff from there. That's all it really looked like. Don't get me wrong, I guess they got a mean streak going on and stuff with him, which I don't mind that. At least it's building him back up, but still, that was a horrible waste of Money in the Bank last week, and I still stand behind that. But moving on into the NXT review, what do we got? 2 titles on the line, which we kick it off right off the bat with the NXT title on the line of Braun Breaker versus Von Wagner for the NXT title. This was a good match. Don't get me wrong. It's not like it was really a lot of build to this anyways. Not even the main event. Von Wagner, he's a big guy and everything, and he's somewhat gotten better, but does anybody look at him as a main event player right now at the same time? And this was just another win for Breaker, just because, honestly, it's a good match and anything, but, how many really people thought that Breaker was ever gonna lose the title here? Come on now. So we already kind of know where this is moving on to, which he was walking to the back until he ran to JD McDonough, basically telling him out, you're never going to get rid of me. So he's still going for the title. Zoe Stark came out to cut a promo after she attacked Nikita Lyons last week, talking about she was on the shelf for 9 months with injury and came back like a bat out of hell just to get a shot at the NXT Women's title. And, everything it changed and whatnot, okay? And then she tagged with Nikita Lyons and stuff. And when they put me in the tag team, Nikita Lyons, people like Toxic Attraction were chosen over, or, Katana Chance and Kaden Carter and everything, basically say, she wasn't medically cleared and she couldn't come back at the time. And, Lyons showed up and, said she's not mad at me and all that stuff, which is very condescending, and that she's not the weak link and whatnot. And, I didn't get injured doing stupid Twitter videos or being on social media, okay? I got hurt facing the NXT Women's Champion, all right? I carried Nikita Lyons for several weeks as a tag team. And, all these apologies and all of this stuff, which, Nikita Lyons had, basically just lied and stuff. And then, I played the video of last week of Zoe Stark betraying her, and she wanted to help out people and everything, but Nikita Lyons was a leech and whatnot, she had to be getting rid of, okay? I don't do all these stupid dances, anything. And, anybody wants to cheer me, I busted my ass and stuff. She's saying, screw you. And then fans were starting to chant, oh, Zoe's angry or something. And, I'm not angry. I took care of Nikita Lyons, and now I am undeniable, which she really said that over the top for some reason. It's a good promo, I will say that, but at least it just gives her, her reason why she attacked Nikita Lyons last week and betrayed her. So, like I said, they end up at least getting a reason from that. Andre Chase was in the back, I guess, grading papers. Duke Hudson talked about what happened last week. And Chase said, did you want to see me lose? That's why you threw the towel. But Hudson said, I did it because, just to live to fight another day and stuff. Chase said, I did it I'm doing this for the university to stay alive and stuff. DL showed up then, I guess, talking about the tests they took and all that, which she said that Duke Hudson is growing on her, so we'll see what happens there. Indus Sher is now back. Fyre and Sangha basically went against 2 jobbers out there and killed them, and basically talked about the Creed brothers after the match and talked about respect and everything, but they don't respect Indus Sher. We're treated like celebrities in India and whatnot, but America, they're not appreciated, and they want to destroy the Creed. So basically, Indus Sher is now back in NXT, okay? If you remember the last time they were here, they were just with, Malcolm Bivens, and they just had face paint on. They didn't really say anything, and I don't really remember doing that much in the old NXT, okay? And then, one of them, they got in trouble because they had posted a photo of Keith Lee winning the title before it even aired on TV. And then they just basically were separated, and Veer was on Raw and didn't really do nothing on there, and that was it. So these are now back as a team, so we'll see what they can do now. Creed brothers was watching in the back, talking about what they were going to do. They still want those titles, but they need to worry about them first. JD McDonough went against Apollo Crews, and obviously I thought it was one of the best matches out of the entire night. Hell of a match out here, which I figured Apollo Crews was going to win anyways. Again, he's going to get a title shot against, Braun Breaker, so I did expect that to happen. But hell of a match between him and JD out there. One thing I thought was funny was Harvey Bernal showing up in the back talking about he's challenging Axiom, but McKenzie said, well, Axiom is hurt. Okay, did you guys see what happened last week? Well, I want a match with Ilya Dragunov. Well, he's hurt also, and he's in Germany rehabbing, so he's not cleared, okay? Okay, I want to remember from Gallus, all right? Gallus was suspended. And then he went on to say, yeah, McKenzie, it's your fault. You're holding me back right now. I thought that was funniest segment of the night for some reason. I just thought it was hilarious. Booker T was out there to be the moderator for the North American contract signing between Carmelo Hayes and Wesley out there. Mello basically came out there saying there's a lowercase G to a real G. He's honored to be in Booker T's Fave 5. Wesley basically say, Mel's no longer an A champion, you're an X champion. But Booker says, if you win, you'll be a three-time NXT North American champion. And yes, he's going to the limit to win that title. Basically, next week's, Dez's 15 minutes of fame and sympathy are going to be over. Trick went on to say that, Wes, you're an athlete and everything, but you're not mellow, right? It's not going to be a ladder match this time. It's going to be one-on-one. Wesley basically talked about, how hard everyone worked and stuff. And, if you told me he would be a singles champ a year ago, I wouldn't believe it. But now he is a singles champ, okay? And he's found his piece by knocking out Trick Williams. And he's going to prove that again as the North American champion when he faces Mello next week. Booker had them both sign the contract and stuff, say it's on and everything. Okay, so get ready. But Booker T basically had to break both of them up, saying, no. Y'all ain't going to argue here, say the drama for your mama, because next week, say the physicality for next week. So can you dig that sucker? So we'll see what happens there, but good contract signing, though. Another, Dijak video showed up of him drinking whiskey and talking about justice and justice this, and NXT's now a soft society, but he's got justice coming on his way. So, is he trying to be Batman or something? He's talking about justice. That's the only thing I can think about. Is he a lawyer? I don't know. You're either a lawyer or you're Batman. So, I don't know. And rest in peace, Kevin Conroy. Right after that, I know they talked about, what did they have in the back? Odyssey Jones and Malik Blade and Idris Inove talking in the back, asking Blade where you get those sweater vests. Basically talking about how his dad was a preacher and everything. And, basically he's honoring his dad and stuff. So, that was a good segment. So, not much I could say from there. The Dyad, or formerly Grizzly Young Veterans, the Schism, went against Briggs and Jensen. I see they got some new gear out there for these guys, and they're not wrestling like Druid. Well, they're not Druids. They were wrestling damn near in suits half the time, or just button-up shirts like waiters. So at least they actually got some wrestling gear. By the way, Jensen's head smashed into the fucking table, which looked really bad. So hopefully he was okay. I know Keanu James came out and argued with Henley. Henley ended up punching James into Jensen, which he's getting all excited and everything because she fell on him. As the Dyad ended up taking out Briggs for the win. So, yeah, he got distracted basically by, just ass falling on to him. So, there you go. Next. Shawn Michaels' new match he has created called the Iron Survivor Match. And it took me a minute to kind of figure out where he's going with this thing. And honestly, I felt like this was another version of King of the Mountain from TNA, or he's getting his ideas from Jeff Jarrett all of a sudden. So, here's the thing how this works, okay? It's like this. It's 5 people in this match. It's a 25-minute match. 2 people start off, 5 people come out every minute. You get wins by, pin, submission, or disqualification. And if you get a win, you get a point. But if you lose, you got to go into a penalty box for 90 seconds. Whoever gets the most wins by 25 minutes wins the entire match. So, yeah, sounds like King of the Mountain. I could have done without the penalty box. I don't know why when I hear about a penalty box, I think King of the Mountain. Okay? That's literally what this is. The only difference is now a ladder, and you're not putting the title on top of the thing. Okay? So, I don't know why they even added the penalty box. Makes no sense. Indy Hartwell winning against Tatum Paxley. Indy won. I know they showed the scripts guy again. Talk about you want to play a game. Apparently just a saw all of a sudden. I don't know. In the main event, we did get Mandy Rose, for some reason, her wearing a backwards hat, trying to be one of the Bella twins, going against Alba Fyre in a last woman standing match. Honestly, this match only had like, what, 10 to 8 minutes? 10 minutes, I think. Which they did a lot of stuff in this match. From ladders to jumping off stuff to like pipes, all that. And I thought this match was okay. I know they ended up getting a ladder and Mandy, getting up, not getting up, but what was it? Alba gave like the Gory Bomb thing and then put her onto the table. And then she was going to jump off the table. When I jump off the table, jump off the ladder onto the table until someone from NXT UK, Isla Dawn, showed up and missed it, Fyre, and threw her onto the table, which Mandy ended up getting up and still retaining the title. I don't know much about Isla Dawn. I've heard of her on NXT UK, so we'll see where this goes. They call her the Witch. I guess they protected Alba Fyre again right here due to another just distraction or a fluky win here for Mandy Rose still to continue her title reign. And Alba Fyre just losing another somewhat screwy way with someone else coming out attacking this time. At least this match was better than the one they had at Halloween Havoc. Because the one at Halloween Havoc was very bad. Okay? Very bad. That's from the match standpoint. I'm not even counting the cinematic stuff. But the whole thing was pretty screwy in general. And this right here, Alba Fyre was protected in a way because, someone else got involved. So, we'll see where that goes. Other than that, comment, subscribe, follow me on Twitter, Hood9890. I'm out of here. I'll see you guys soon. Peace out.